Okay, hi everybody. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm about a minute late. I've been trying to find a link for the Sparkle Room to send you guys all over there, and I've not been able to figure out how to do it. So, no one gave me a link for today. Now I'm like panicked. Am I in the right? I think I'm right. 4 o'clock. She said 3 o'clock. Hang on, everybody. Oh man, if I screw this up, nobody has answered me back. I I hope I'm right. I'm gonna watch here. Oh yay, I see you, Cheryl. Thank you for saying hello. So I know that, we're it's working. I just have to make sure. I'm sure. Sparkle Retreat. Tammy's on at 3 o'clock. It's Central Standard Time, which makes it 4. Hi, Kendra. I know I should double check, but I thought she would have answered me. Let's see. What time is it Central Time? 3:02. Yeah, I'm right. Is this the right day? Is this Sunday? May 26th. Let me check my calendar. Yeah, I'm right. I don't know where everybody is, but I'm here. Hi, you guys. So we're just gonna go and hope that hope that I'm right. I'm a little discombobulated. I just had family leave. We had well, the last minute the kids decided to come over. Randy was putting ribs on the smoker, and we were enjoying our holiday. So anyway, I just kind of booted them all shoo because I gotta go live. So anyway, here we are. So gosh, I didn't mean to talk for 2 minutes about nothing. So the way this is going to work, hi you guys. So the way this is going to work is, since I don't have a link for the Sparkle Room and I couldn't figure out how to do it, I have to ask. Most of you are there, I'm sure, but if you're not there and you'd like to see what everyone is doing, it's Dina with Dina's Designs and Justin, and gosh, he's changed his name. It was a Crafty Brother, his new page. I don't know what it's called. Hey, Lisa. There's Justin. Hi, Justin. Hey, put your page name in here, will you? I don't remember what your new page is. And Chris, there's Lindy. Oh, yay, you guys. Okay, good. I was starting to panic that I was doing the wrong thing. So there's Lindy. You guys put your page names in here. We have Kathy and Chris, Royal Funky Junk, and Creative Life with Chris Hunter. There it is, Just Craft In. How cute is that? I love that. So, okay. So what I did was I picked things that were like what I like to do and make, and sent them. And I tried to think of each person what they might get into, like what they might like too. So, and they're allowed to use any of their stuff to make it better. And I sent them plenty. So, they shouldn't, they can add their own stuff, of course, but I don't think there's any panic. I think it's going to be nice and safe. There's Tater Buggin'. Okay. That's right. Tater Buggin'. Gosh, it's so funny how you just go friggin' blank when you get on here. I just go blank. So, anyway, in the Sparkle Room, so go to your Facebook page and search the Sparkle Room and ask to join, and they will let you in, and you'll be able to watch all of the other people unless you want to go to their pages. And I don't think, now we didn't get any rules on this, but I don't think I'm supposed to tell you who's up next so that you have to go to the Sparkle Room to find out. Am I right, Lindy? Justin, you guys, am I right about that? I don't know. I think that's how it went. Been a month since we did this. So anyway, I'm allowed to make anything I want because this is my day, right? So all the other ones are all nervous. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know that, they're going to know what to do with what I sent them. Okay, great. So anyway, I'm nervous for them, but excited for them as well. So, and I also, okay, I thought so too. So, I was antique shopping, and I found this bottle, and I loved the original label. Now it's kind of in bad shape. But I still like it. I think it's really cool. So I'm going to dress up this bottle. I have an hour. You never know how long it's going to take you to do something. I've got another little backup thing here just in case, we run out of time. But I just thought it's been on my desk since I had my shopping trip. And I have to tell you, it's so embarrassing, but I had 2 skin cancers removed from my nose. One here on this side and one under here. biopsied, and she is sure they're both going to come back, but I have to go have that Mohs surgery. So I may never go live again after that, because who knows where the scar is going to go to close it up. But it looks a lot better without a big old, it's really hard to put a Band-Aid in these places. So if you happen to see that on me, I apologize. That's what it is. I just had it done Friday afternoon, so it hasn't had time to heal. So it's kind of a ugly mess. I'm trying to look that way to spare you some of the scariness, right? So, oh my gosh, I must have not, there we go. I had to have a pretty Mod Podge container, but it also gets stuck sometimes. So I'm going to take this original apothecary label. Hi, Penny. Hey, what do you say, friend? And I am going to Mod Podge some brown. I don't know if you caught that, but this is just brown tissue paper, just to give it a little bit of texture. And I have my paint here, and I thought I was going to paint it out, but hi Chris, no problem. Can you put a link for the Sparkle Room though? I couldn't find where I could get a link from it. I dug all over the dots and all the titles and everything. I was about a minute late trying to figure it out, and I couldn't find anything. You're fine. I just don't have a link for that, and I'll copy and paste it into my title when I'm done. If you could do that for me, that's all I need. I think I've explained everything. So this bottle was $13. I think I was able to talk her down to $10 on this bottle. And I think I jumped around on that too. I was looking at the color. I was just going to do white tissue paper. Yes, because I started to talk about the paint. Thanks, Chris. Hi, Karen. Oh my gosh. Is it Cena? Oh my God. Yes, it is. Where's my glasses? My eyes are blurring. I can't make out exactly. Yeah, Cena. I thought it was. Hi, Kathy. Yay. I'm so glad. Yes. Thanks, Chris. You're new? Well, hi, Gilda. Welcome. Anyway, so I was going to do the white tissue paper and paint it, but I thought, gosh, what color am I going to paint it? Because I need something that goes well with this. So anyway, I'm just going to do this. So, and I put this old piece of muslin down just to keep me from breaking my old bottle on the tile. I work on a piece of tile, and I didn't want to break my bottle. Knowing me, I would probably crash it down and break it. Oh, thank you, Chris. There's a link, you guys, in the comments, and I will put it at the top of this page so that you guys can all go to the Sparkle Room and see who's up next and watch them unbox what I picked to send each one of them. I was kind of excited about it, and I took time. I really tried to think, who's Justin, you were the hardest, I would say. You were probably the hardest. I think everybody else is going to be fine, but I know you'll be fine. I know you'll be fine. I'm sure of it. So let's get our tissue paper down here. I don't know. I thought about a million different things I could do with this as far as covering it. I mean, I thought I could do, I could have done, what do I want to say? Lace, which, I always do the old lace. I do that a lot, but I wasn't sure, I don't know, I wasn't sure about seeing through it to the other side, but to the back of the label. And so then I thought, okay, I'm going to put something on here and I'm going to paint it, probably this tissue paper, and then paint it and make it look cool and old. But then I thought, I've got this brown. I think it's gonna, who's on first? Exactly. I knew it was me leading out, but I can't tell you who's going first. I know, but I can't tell you. I think it's got to be a surprise. Oh, I think it's got to be a surprise. So, okay. Because we want you to, follow all of us. So we want you to, if you favor a certain one, we want you to see us all, give us all a chance, right? That's the thinking. We all want a chance to be your friend. So, okay. And then I'm just cutting around this to release that a little bit. And then I'm going to cut this off. You guys can't see. I'm going to cut this off here. So is Linda Glenham on here yet? Linda, she had been to the skin doctor a couple of days before I had to go. She had 5 spots that came back. I think they were all bad. So I'm like, oh, so sorry for her. Now I haven't heard yet, but you know, this lady, she never calls it out what it is. And this time, this big one on my nose, she said, that is definitely basal cell. So I know I have to go on. I don't like it when they do your face. I've got so many scars on my face from skin cancer. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. I'm just really prone to it, I guess. My grandmother, who never saw the sun, she got it. She had it, so it's hereditary in my case for sure. But anyway, so I'm sorry if you see that. It was better without trying to bandage it up. I tried. I think it was less obvious this way, so my daughter was kind of helping me decide what to do. Oh, it could have been worse timing. So, you're prone to it too. Yes, go. Make sure you go, Chris. Make sure you keep up with it. It's a scary proposition for sure that, you know, to go and face it, but it's scarier if you don't. It could be worse. And boy, have I heard one, my daughter was telling me about this lady. She's like, Mom, it won't be that bad. There was a lady that she works with that had it on the waterline of her bottom of her eye. So that was awful. I guess it was awful. They had to put her to sleep. It was bad. I thought, well, yeah, at least it's not that. And I've been through it before, the Mohs thing, and so I know. I don't know if that makes it better or worse when you know what you're in for, right? I don't know. Haven't decided. Haven't decided. So I'm just using Mod Podge, you guys. It's not a watered down anything. Just using straight up Mod Podge. And I'm trying not to pull it back off as I go around here. And I'm but gluing down anything that's over. It's just tissue paper, Becca. It's this brown tissue paper. I just wadded it up and then opened it back up. And I just want to give this bottle a little bit of texture. And then I'm going to frame this label, which is what I had in my mind when I saw the bottle. I thought I want to frame it, and I thought about framing it with lace, and I thought about framing it, there's trim. There's a really pretty lace, not lace, but we use them on our Easter eggs. I use it a lot, like a braided trim. And I think I'm gonna go with Widubend. I've got a lot of Widubend on my website, and I ordered the really small frames, and I ordered them for exactly this sort of a thing. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So now let me double check that I've covered everything that I want to cover, because there's a spot down here. I've got this black lace laid out here that I was kind of debating on putting around the bottom when we're all done. See how it's going to pull the black, and I'm going to try and paint the frame black. We'll see. I'm going to try. I would love to paint it off of the bottle first, because I do much better that way. That's why I say try, because am I going to put it down and do it? I don't know. And I don't like where it's overlapped there. So the only way to fix it is to overlap more, like make it more patchy. So I'm going to add just a few patches in so that that one spot doesn't look like it's an overlap and nowhere else. Okay, so I'm gonna add a couple more layers here, just around. And then as soon as it's almost dry, I can rub this down and make it smoother. Make sure there's nothing lifted. I kind of like that extra texture up there. So yeah, I'm loving it already. I love it already. Now, unfortunately, it's got a bad spot up there, but it is what it is. It's an old bottle. It's the original label. And that's how I found it. So I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Okay, so there's that done. I keep turning my head. Sorry, you guys. if I wear my glasses down low, you can't see. I came home. I had all kinds of errands I wanted to run that day. And she had this big old bandage on my face. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, yeah, I'm not going anywhere because I just didn't want to be seen. So I canceled my appointments. Yeah. And I was supposed to go to the post office to get a new picture taken for the for our passports. So, oh my God, I don't think I want a picture taken looking like this. Had a big old pad on there. It was awful. Okay, here's my daughter. What is she saying? Hang on. Oh, she just liked the pictures. The baby was in the, we have just a little kiddie pool. I just bought a little $10 pool from Dollar General. Good. You can tell if you really look, though. I'm trying to keep you from being able to see. Good. Thank you for telling me that. The patch she sent me home in, I got to the parking lot and I kind of teared up a little bit. It looked horrible. But I knew once I pulled it off, I knew when I took it off it would be okay, and it was. It wasn't as bad. It's the next one that makes me nervous. And my daughter just bought a boat. Her husband had a chance to buy his childhood, the boat that he and his best friend boated on. His parents were selling the boat that he grew up on, and he had a chance to buy it, and they gave him a really great deal. So they just bought a new boat and had planned on boating all weekend. I'm like, I can't go boating. Open, no, I didn't go. So that's party pooper, which they understood. Okay, so I've got a little tiny gap right there that didn't get covered completely. I think my frame will cover it. My frame isn't very big. Let me show you. So I'm going to put this bottle aside and let it dry. And I just covered the neck of it rather than wrapping that paper, because if you know me, I always do a seam bind. See how pretty that's going to be, a seam binding bow. And then this bottle came with a glass top. And I think, I mean, who knows if it's original to it, but it certainly fits it perfectly. So normally I try to come up with really cool tops. Hi, Kathy. I try to come up with really interesting and cool tops. But in this case, since the label's original and I feel like the top is original, I'm going to leave it. So I'm just going to take it out and put it in this little tray so I don't break it while I'm working, okay? So we've got the bottle covered. We're going to let that dry. And then here we go with the Would You Bend. It's WUB for Would You Bend. TR 748.1 is the numbers. And I know I've got a couple of these on the website. I used one the other day, but I know I have a ton of little ones like these. I love the little, see how little it is? So I think this, I may have one a little bit smaller. Yeah, this one might be smaller actually. Let me see. That might be a little bit smaller even. And you get two with that. If you can, yeah, you can see all the detail. That one's awfully pretty too. Maybe you know what? Dang it. I think I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to use WUBTR 50A-1 or 0.1. That's the Would You Bend number, and it would have that on my website if you want to go there. And I know that, so today's event is kind of, I guess we're all taking a day, the last Sunday of each month, we're taking turns, and we're sending these mystery boxes I told you about a minute ago, and we're sending them to everybody. And then everybody has to go live in the Sparkle Room. They'll all be on their pages, and but you can watch everybody like continuously through the Sparkle Room, and you just pull down to refresh. After each one, you have to refresh it. It doesn't like just come up. But anyway, they're all going to be opening what I chose to send them, and everybody's box is, you know, to be different. So I did kind of, some of the things I did kind of in, you know, like somebody might get the same one thing and other people might get the same something else. Like you'll see the similarities, but they're very different too. So anyway, I don't want to tell you too much because I want you to watch and enjoy the surprises. But so we're all doing that. Oh my gosh, I have my thing really knotted up here. Dang it. I tried to make it so it wasn't, oh, well, that's fine. Okay. So Would You Bend, so I'm going to jump around. Would You Bend is a product. The company is called Would You Bend, and it's WOOD, the letter U, and then BEND. And it's a product that they came up with, and I believe it is sawdust and glue, and they mold it and make things with it. And anyway, I've loved working with it. I'm not super great with it. I don't do a whole lot, but I've done enough that I loved it and wanted to carry it. So you can find it on my website. And I think we're supposed to talk about ourselves. We didn't really get a good instruction about what to do. So I think I'm supposed to talk about stuff like that, like my group. I'm seeing lots of, what is our date in June? Oh, Lindy, it's always the last Sunday of the month. It's the last. Lindy just texts what is her date. I think she must be doing June, but it's the last Sunday of the month. Okay, so I'm jumping around. My brain is extra woohoo worried. Okay, so I'm gonna go extra big, a little bit longer than what I want it to be. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit longer. And then there's one piece, and then let's just match that with another piece. Okay, and you get it. So I'm jumping. I know I'm jumping. It is such a great product, and I love it. I wish I had, if we have time and you want to see, I made something with the paper scroll. What's it called? It's the French word for paper. When's the Sparkle Retreat? In October. Yes, there are still tickets available, Lisa. And everyone in this event is a presenter, so I'll be presenting. And I've got all of your bags packed. I have 100 bags packed. I know my craft. I am together. I got it going. I hope it's right. I hope it's okay and everybody loves it. I think you will. I think you really will. Okay, I'm happy to have that box checked. I like to check boxes. Okay, so the reason I'm doing it this way is that I want to paint it before I, how are you that together? I know, I don't know, Lindy. It stresses me out to worry about it. So it makes me happy to check the box and be done. So that's why you guys all got your boxes so early. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, I panic, what do I do? So I started laying things out on my dining room table for each, I had a little nameplate for each person, just on cardboard, not a nameplate, but your name. And then I started laying things that I thought you would like. And then I changed my mind, 10 times and all that. So I need time to think about it. And so, yeah. So I'm just using black paint. Nothing, just black chalk paint. It's my Country Chic. I had a store, and in my store I sold Country Chic chalk paint and products. And this is a Country Chic black. It's called Licorice. Happy to give you a link. It's probably in my Amazon store. So, okay, I need to talk about me. I keep forgetting it. I keep turning my head. I'm so sorry. It's great that you have it all. Yes, yeah. And then I can, it will be here before I know it. It's great because then I can think, do I want to put, do I want to add a little something else or whatever? And yeah, I knew my project immediately, which is huge. The only thing is, you have to think about, I thought about, what people are going to have to carry home to fly home with. And so I'm like, oh, it's super lightweight. It'll be great, but it might be a little on the fragile side. So nothing that they can't fix when they get home though, I'm sure. But yeah, I still love what we're doing. I'm not changing it. I can't change it now. I got 100 bags packed. It lines my whole wall. I have my daughter's old bedroom. I have the whole wall lined in groups of 10, bags of 10. So as I put anything in, it's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I go to the next one, 10, 10, 10. And then before I finally close the bags up, I'm going to sit and go through each bag. And I think what I need to do is just count the items so that I'm sure everybody has the same number of items. And if any bag is off, then I'll know, then I'll dig deeper and see why. Because that would be awful to get there and tell everybody what's in your bag and somebody's got something missing. Ugh, that would be my luck. So I'll take more. I'll take backup just in case. So, oh, hi, Daryl. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. So, okay, about me. I have been a crafty person forever, like since I can remember, always. And I've always loved decorating, and so much so that I ended up and started a paint business, and I paint houses I have, well, over the years, I'm approaching 30 years of it. So at one time I had 8 girls, and we would run 3 jobs, a week, or 3 different jobs running, and we would be 3 months out at all times. And it was great. And things have slowed down now. I think everyone knows I'm a grandma, and like, are you still painting? Everybody I see is like, are you still painting? So, not everyone knows I'm still doing it, which I am. But I'm not doing it as much as I was. I'm not as busy. Faux finish has come and gone, and that was our big thing, which is where you take a wall, you make a wall treatment. You do wall treatments with different products, plasters and foils and paints and stencils, and back in the day, sponges is how it's kind of started. Rag rolls, trash bags, all the things. So, anyway, there you go. That's a little bit about me. And then, we were doing so much decorating for people, and I was taking time to shop and all that. So I ended up and opened a store, and I was able to, let's see, I need to dry that. I think we're ready to apply. So I was able to put all of my decor in the store, and then I kind of started liking antiques and vintage items, and so I was able to put that in the store. And then that kind of grew into, like, we were making these bottles for the store, and we made belt buckles, we made all kinds of things that we sold in the store. I had a couple girlfriends that would come, and we would craft in the evenings and make things for me to sell in the shop, and it was great. We loved it. I was hardly ever home because I was always crafting. My husband hated it. I had it for 7 years. I had done a store before that one with a couple of girlfriends, and we were there 7 years. 7 years seems to be my number for a store. Anyway, so right before COVID hit, I decided to close it because my husband was not loving it like I wanted him to. And it was kind of becoming a source of contention, I guess, with us. So I closed the store, and then COVID hit. So I had been going live since, I don't even know when, but for sure 2013, because that's when I opened the shop. And all of my videos can be found on YouTube. So what else can I say about me? There's like there was 650 like forever. I always told everybody I had over 600 videos. Now I'm over 700 videos on YouTube, which is crazy. It's crazy, but it's nice. It's a nice resource for you guys. So, okay, you warm this stuff up to make it pliable, bendable, whatever. So I'll probably have to reheat it again, but we'll see. Because if not, it'll snap on you. Yeah, I'm still a little bit wet. I'm a little bit wet, and I'm a little bit big. What do I need to do? I'm so glad I got myself a wet rag. That was a good move on my part. Okay. So I think what I need to do is take the glue off of the edges of this, because I need to cut it. I don't like to do the Would You Bend videos with you guys live. I make all kinds of things off of the live because I get I get nervous about trying to cut it. Oh, see there, I already messed up. Let's see if I get that off. I did. Good enough anyway. All right, so there's that. Now, I can try this this a little bit so I can lay it down. You've been watching me on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Good. It's just these Facebook videos repeated over there, but it's nice because when someone says, I want to see your button garland, or I want to see, you know, your bottles or tassels or whatever, you can go to Tammy Loves Vintage on YouTube and just type in tassel in my search bar, and it'll show you like all my tassel videos or pumpkins or whatever it is. You know, if you want to be like, did she ever do that? You can go over there and look and see if I've ever done it. So that's kind of a cool thing that I don't think you can do that on Facebook. I don't think they have a search like that. I might be wrong. All right, so now what I think I'm going to try, I keep turning my head. I think what I'm going to try is cutting this. Yes, good. Yeah, that's true too. It's easy to find when you're like, how did she do that again? I want to see it again. Yes. Good point. Oh, no, I just slid it. Okay, but that's fine. I can patch in a little piece. Oh, look what I did. It wasn't dry. All right, patch in a piece. Darn it. Sure was nice laying that bottle down, though. Okay. All right, then let me find the corner of this label. See if I can do it without laying it down this time. Cut it. I just have too many wet on wet on wet elements here. Okay, so then I've done like a lot of crafting, and I have a friend, Julie, that I do a lot of crafting with, and antique shopping and all of that stuff. And Julie and I like to craft together and kind of come up with some unique things. And so I started a group where we could take some of our most unique ideas over there, and everyone was having a group. And you know what? I love the group. You can find it on my website. I have a website. So instead of a store, I now have a website. Hi, Michelle. So yeah, instead of a store, I have a website now. And that's the way, and that's worked out really well. And I did a lot of decorating and stuff through the website using items. So I have a lot of greenery and antique things over there. And it's just the name of my page, TammyLovesVintage.com. So if you ever want to find it. Okay, so now I'm going to try. Okay, that's going to be about where it's going to go. So I need to cut it. Let's see. No, I need to cut it this way. I have to think about it. Okay. And I'm just pressing through. So I get to the bottom. There it is. Okay. Whoops. A little bit of black on there, like my rag. I knew all this wet stuff was going to be an issue. Can't fool me, but I went for it anyway, right? The other thing that I see that I've done is splatter a little bit of black. Let's see here. Okay, did I move it? No. Okay. I've got a little bit of black splattered on my bottle from painting these. How the heck did I do that? Okay, so in our group, oh, I meant to lay out some of the things, but we've been making this month. Last month was all about snippets. We came up with, I came up with a couple of unique ideas that are snippet related. And I know one of you guys asked what's a snippet. Hopefully I remember to show you that. Yeah, I don't think that black's coming off. It will, I bet you, once it's all dry. Another splatter up here. Okay. But a snippet is basically where you take your scrap lace and strings and ribbon, just any fabric, or you can do paper snippets as well. And I have them in a box up here. But I took it so far as to make my own fabric in the group. And that was cool. And then I gave them some ideas of what to do once they made their fabric. I was super impressed with that one. The last couple of months have especially been great, but I started the group in 2019. So there's a lot of videos in there for everyone to watch a lot of unique ideas. Some of them I bring here to my main page, but I only do that after it's been about a year. One time I brought it in because there was a Sparkle Room event and I needed something awesome, and we had just done something, I don't even remember what it was, but I asked the girls if they cared if I brought it to the Sparkle Room to share with you guys, and they were all on board, so I did. But that was the only time I've ever shared anything. Okay, so I hate that, and I kind of feel like I got to go backwards. Okay, so here's where I am. You guys can't see anything. Here's where I am. So I've beveled my two corners. Now I've got to bevel this to get it. Let's see. I think it's the same on the top and the bottom. Let me see here. So I want to go that way. Okay. So let's cut this one off of the bottle, and then I'll line it up and see where my next mark needs to be. And my angle is off. Of course it is. So let's go a little bit sharper of an angle here. And then once you get this where you're like good, or where it's fairly close, you get it hot again, and you can kind of like squish it together. You know, you can kind of mold it, so you don't have to have it perfect right out of the gate. Okay, so it's going to be like right there, wherever that line is. Okay, let me see if I can get it fairly close. Let's go to, I think I'm going too big instead of too small. Okay, nope, I need to do a little bit more. And then if I'm off, I've found that I can fill it with caulking, or well, actually you can even use hot glue and hide it that way. So I am off. So let me heat this up and see about, whoops, I just damaged that. Let me heat it up and see if I can kind of squish it together. There you are, Linda. I was watching for you. I was thinking about you. I had 3 spots. She biopsied on me. So we were talking about this. Linda's in my group. We were all talking about me going to my appointment. And Linda's the one that had 5. So I was thinking about you. I was definitely thinking about her. 2 are on my nose. 2 are on my face. So I've been trying to like look. I don't think I've been doing a very good job of it. I'm just ignoring it and apologizing. Just had it done Friday, so it's still, I couldn't put makeup on it or do anything. It's just too fresh. Okay. So now that let me be able to poke it into that corner, and then, oops, and then I will, I'm using wood glue too, by the way. Wood glue is what you use on Would You Bend, because it is wood actually. All right. I'm gonna heat this up so I can, oh, I need to cut it first. Wait, I need to cut it first. Let's see, so I cut it this away. I'm gonna go in here. That, okay. I want to get to the pretty part, not this part. Okay, I need to be way more angled than that. So let's keep the point the same. Angle it back a little bit more. How am I doing? Not great. Not super great. Okay, let's go a little bit more. All right, now how am I? Okay. Let's see, what else can I tell you about me? I told you about my website, TammyLovesVintage.com. All of the social medias, I'm on all of the social medias. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Oh shoot, gosh, I cut it way too short. All right, well, that's fine. We'll patch it in. How did I do that? Look at that. I cut it like a half an inch off. Okay, so how am I going to do that now? That's going to burn up my whole time, you guys. We're not doing that. We're going to just pretend it's done and move on. And I'll work with it after we get going because I don't want to run out of time to decorate it. So that can go there and this can go here. Who would think I would screw up a bottle, for Pete's sake? Just telling you how many years I've been crafting and oh yeah. And then I mess up. You got one on your nose. Yeah, I have to go to, yeah. Good. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I was hoping. I'm hoping that's the case. She thought it was, the one was basal cell. The other one she didn't know. It's just a suspicious spot. So I hope it comes back okay. The other one's on my arm. I don't care about that. I mean, I do. It'll hurt, but I don't, you know, whatever. When you start doing your face, that's scary. So it'll be ugly for a little while, for sure. And I don't like to talk about it, but at the same time, anyone that's doing that or going through that, I don't know, it's just nice to know you're not the only one. Like, I thought about you, Linda, and it was just comforting to know one of my friends had just been there and went through the same thing, and I'm not alone. Okay, yeah, I'm going to wait and fish that in because I'm not liking it at all. But it'll be beautiful. And as soon as I get it done, I'll post a picture here. Oh, thank you guys. Hey, Jerry. I will send you, I'll post a picture here when it's all done and you can take a good look and see that I fix it all up. But you get the idea, right? You get the idea. Kind of looks Halloweenish to me. I didn't want that. I kind of wanted it to be more vintage. So now I'm like, maybe I should have used that flatter look, or I'll save it for Halloween. What the heck? Who knows? So, okay, I had a spot here where I pulled it off. So let's get that back out. Or I guess we could just not worry about it. What else do I want to tell you? So anyone that's joined late, this is, oh shoot, I just hit myself on. This is, an event for the Sparkle Room for the Sparkle Retreat, and it's all of the presenters. I sent a box to all of the presenters of things that I thought they might like to craft with, and they are going to make something today. We're all following each other. It'll go on until 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 10 o'clock Central. And it'll all be in the Sparkle Room. And Chris posted a link to the Sparkle Room. Oh, there, look at that. You can't even see it. A link to the Sparkle Room for you guys. And okay, now I think instead of neutral, I think I need black. And I do think I want to do this black ribbon around the bottom. I think I'm going to embrace the black part. And yeah, I'm going to embrace the black here. So let's just, let me just do a little change in plans here. Not a big deal. I have the black right on top because I was thinking about it earlier. Okay, so I've got black seam binding ready to roll. What do I want? My glue gun. And I'm going to do just a little kind of a zigzaggy whatever. We're going to embrace the black frame. I'm going to make that work. My first thought was, as soon as I get off of here, I'm pulling that off and I'm going to do my lace frame, but I'm not. I'm going to make it, I'm going to get it because I love these frames on other projects. This is the first one to try on a bottle, and it seems kind of big for a small bottle, to my surprise, because I thought it was a really little one. It is a really little one. It's just, you know, the bottle is really little too. So I love using vintage lace and that sort of thing. Let's see here. Okay, so let's get this down. Vintage everything. I love doing things vintage. Okay, so there. So now that helps pull that together. Okay, good. And then let's stick our top in here just so that's good. And then let's do, I think just two, since I've covered this with the neutral color. Do I need to cover it with black now? I probably do. probably do. I'm going to cover that neutral ribbon that I did earlier to match the paper on the bottle, and I'm going to do black instead. I changed my mind. Okay. The bottle's so sticky. I have so much wet. Everything's wet. Okay. Let's see. Is that someone telling me something? Sometimes you guys text me outside of the... Chris bumped her message. What message? Let me see what she's saying. Oh, there. Yeah, she did give us. Okay. She gave us. I'll change. Oh. Okay. I wonder if I can say that. Dina is June. Justin is July. Lindy is August. And Kathy is September. And they're all on the last Sunday of the month. Okay. So all of you guys that are following all of us, we're going to do this until the Sparkle event. So on the last Sunday of every month, each one of us is taking turns sending each other bottles. Oh, I really like the black. I think it's very rich looking. Yay. You guys like it? Yay. Okay. So let's get this cut. I'm wondering about adding one of my itty bitties, which is just a little tiny snippet. I'm thinking about that actually. So, and I hate to, okay, I'm just going to tie this onto the bottle, and I'm not going to glue it or anything because I'm not sure which side's going to need more kind of cover up, if you will. Maybe there's going to be like this side over here I probably should do because it's the side I cut the frame short. So I'll have to patch a piece in. I know you won't see it. Would You Bend is super forgiving once you get it where you want it to be. I need this to be a little bit longer. Yeah, but so I'm going to dangle my ribbon over that side just to distract a little bit. So let's get this cut, and then I'll show you where we are. So there's that. Now I know I've got to piece this in, and I know I've got to match my corners up, but I was wasting too much time on that. Always see a little bit of glass showing. So then I need to decorate it. So let's add a snippet. I just want to see. I should have thought about that, but I didn't. Look, an old hat's on my box. I don't think I want any flowers or anything on it. I like to decorate with use old hats and old things. Hi, Clara. So this is a paper snippet. This is an extra skinny one. It's super tiny. Snippets are usually a lot wider, thicker. Like this is a paper snippet. Okay, so you just take your snippet, you just take little snips of paper and then you dress them up. I don't dress them up a whole lot because I like to dress them up, I've learned, after I put on my project. That way I can store them easier. So these aren't dressed very well yet, but they will, they will be maxed out, I promise. Let's see, here's another paper one you don't need to see. And then here as like a fabric snippet. So this is a fabric snippet that you can use. So like instead of me putting, the black, I could have done something like that on it, but we've got all kinds of ideas. I just did this lampshade behind me with a snippet roll. Where are you? Right there. I'm pointing at my phone. You can't see my phone. Oh, what a ding dong. Okay, so there's those. And then, I did, look at this teeny one I did. That one was really time consuming. It took me longer, but I love it. I'll have more use for the teeny tiny ones. Actually, how cool would that be? I'm going to do it. I'm going to run it right through the middle of this lace. Let me find a good, spot. That looks like a good spot. Oh, I should have just, oops. See, I'm going to lay it all down again. So I'm going to go through the middle of this lace with a snippet roll. My little teeny tiny snippet roll. And I'm going to put it down and break up some of that black and make it a little bit happier, right? You love the lamp? Thank you. Oh, I wish I had time to show you the scroll thing we did, the Would You Bend scroll. It's called Papyrus. I have a few of them blank, but boy, I love how that thing turned out. It was really, I stepped out of the box on that one. And then I could show you too my fabric that we've been making. I have some here because I was thinking about covering a book with it. Like here's my, I don't know what that was. Here's a snippet roll I put on the back of a book. I just cut it and glued it down. And then this is the fabric that we made in the group, which is like based on the snippets. But I made a fabric, and I think I'm going to cover a book, and the holes, I left the holes big so that you could see like the book pages, the book writing through the holes. See, you'll be able to see that. So anyway, that's an unfinished project. Here's a snippet roll out of a colorful quilt. Yeah, there's all kinds. And then I do like the itty bitties, what I was talking about. I use these on everything. They're just little bitty snippets, and they're all done. And I show you how to do all that in the group. You guys, if you have an extra $15 and you want to join even for 1 month to see what you're missing out on, then you'll know. You'll see several of your favorite crafters are in there. So you know it's good when other crafters are in there, right? I'm inspiring them. So it's a good little group. I promise. And if it's not for you, you can jump out. If you think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna love that. It's $165 for a month, or $165 for a year, and you get the last month for free. I did that so everybody could get the last month for free. Or it's $15 a month. You could just do one. Yes, I have Telegram. I have Linktree linked at the top of my page, so you can go up there right now, or when I'm done or whatever. I think I'm going to add some black glass buttons. I did lay some out, and I think I'm going to do that here on this snippet roll. So again, I'm glad I didn't finish it out with buttons and things, because who would have ever known I was going to use black, but I am. Okay, so there's another black. I love these glass buttons, and they have pretty gold. Sometimes, you know, you can get them that are really pretty, like that. Okay, let's see. Oh, that one's silver, though. I don't want that. Let's see what else. There's a spot where I joined two laces together. Don't love it, so I'm going to cover it up with a button. Okay. Need another button here. Oh, I'm running out. That one's not very pretty though. That one's pretty. Okay, let's do that one right there. That's good. Okay, so here we are on the bottom with our little glass buttons. Okay. And I promise all I have to do is heat this, you guys. My paper is still wet, so my glue is not sticking. And then I'll put some black paint on the inside where I cut it. I'll put some black paint like there. See that right there? And then I'll heat this up once I can manhandle it, you know? And then I'll start squeezing these corners together and molding them to where they come together. And then you guys will be able to see it all done. I promise. I'll send you a picture of it all done. And then here's an old earring. I like to use old jewelry. I really like old things. However, if you aren't into old, you can still take my ideas and use Hobby Lobby stuff or Dollar Tree stuff, and you know, the costume jewelry. You know, there's some less expensive jewelry companies that you can get all kinds of things if you don't want antique. You know, most of my stuff, 95% of my stuff is old. So, oh, see, I was going to add this black pin, but it kind of gets lost, the black earring. See how it's getting lost? I don't think I want to add that. I did lay out this gold clock face. Let me find the 12. There it is, right where my thumb is. Okay. So I think I'm going to use, yes, I'm going to use that. I'll show it to you here. So be ready, you guys, to click that link that Chris posted. I'm going to rename this with her link that she gave everybody for starting. And so you can click that. Who doesn't love old? Well, not everyone's into old. So yeah, not everyone's loving it. I love to take things that were grandma's and get them the heck out of the boxes under the beds and use them. Like, use them. Make things to gift to your siblings. I'm all about all of that sweet. I think we all have a sentimental side. I know that several of us that do this, and we all seem to have that little, like, oh, you know. So there's a clock face that I added. So see how I pulled the gold up into the black and that showed up so much better than the earring. I had this, I pulled this. I think it's probably, I mean, it could have been any, I'm not exactly sure what it was used for. But it was really pretty. I thought, well, maybe I'll put that somehow, but I don't see a great spot for it. I'll tell you what I was thinking was putting it here to here to hang down here. But since I added all of this, it doesn't need it. So let me see, what else can I do? And then typically what I would do is take some old keys and I'll hang, well, I've got time. Let's do that. Hang on. I've got a drawer full of old keys here. Let's see if I can find some small, little, tiny ones here. I have stuff on my website too, you guys, so you can go there and look. Let's see. This is a gold one. There's a gold key. That might be nice. Let's hang a gold key off of here. It's a tiny one. Let's see. Think of what else I could hang off of here that's in the gold. Oh, it's almost too little. I think it's too little. I don't love it. But these are too big. This is, actually, no, it's not. I'm going to use this really pretty one. I thought I'd like the little tiny ones, but I don't. It needs more oomph. Okay, so we're going to add that one here. I like that length. So let's tie it. Just a single tie. Oh, no, I need to pull it up shorter. Well, you guys totally get the idea. I'm going to sit here while I watch everybody else do their crafting. And it's a frog to hold a sweater or a jacket. What? Oh, yes, yes, for your buttons. That's what I wondered. I bet that's what you're talking about. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. We have a storm coming. So yeah, I'm going to work on this bottle while I'm watching the next crafter in the Sparkle Room. It's called The Sparkle Room on Facebook. So there's the key hanging. You've got your old clock face. You've got your original bottle top. And yes, I know I've got to fix, my piece fell out, but I've got to fix this. I would run out of time. You guys wouldn't get to see anything pretty. You'd be like, why is she, who is she and why is she here? And I didn't lay out enough pretty stuff to do any more. Whoops. Yeah, I give myself a C. I give myself a C on this one because I'm not done. So I didn't get it done. That frame really held me up. I knew it. Oh, this is why I do these on my own time rather than you guys. Anyway, so I hold my hand right here. You can't see. So this is what I made with some of my treasures, and I sent some more treasures to all of my friends in the Sparkle event in October. You love the clock face? Oh, good. Oh, good. Yes, I have clock faces on my website. You guys should go look and see if you're looking for things, little things like this to craft with. I have all kinds of stuff. So, and it's all like old. And if it isn't, I tell you that in the description. So I'm anxious. I'm so anxious to see what everybody makes with their goodies. So I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to go over to the Sparkle Room rather than chase everybody around on their pages, you know, not sure who's on what time. If you just go to the Sparkle Room on Facebook in the search bar, and then after each crafter's finished, you just pull down and it'll refresh and you'll see who's up next. And it's going to be an exciting night. I know you guys usually like this kind of stuff. So the mystery box event is in the Sparkle Room and it is starting right now. And everything that you see that they're working or that they open is from me. So now you know me. I'm Tammy Neff and I sure loved hanging out with you. I hope you give us a follow and stick around and see us in the future. Bye-bye. Good luck, you guys. I'll be watching. Bye.